Hello, and welcome to a very special episode of the Commander's Field Manual of the Resistance. I'm Jed Starr.
And I'm Guava Moment.
And,
Our long national nightmare is over. It's dead!
Oh, the snake came. Right, okay.
Thank God. Oh, I'm glad everyone enjoyed the last episode.
Yes.
Not because of me or anything I did, but
Yeah,
because of what happened. That was pretty funny.
It's
Setting
very
course
similar.
for Sector 4, Chile.
So what very special things are happening today? Everything's dead.
Yeah.
Like, everything, like, chosen,
Yeah, three
kings.
chosen, 3 rulers, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're not
who
going to
cares?
get it, whatever,
We are going to get a lot of time on the geoscape to finish things, though.
Our people seem to work well together, Commander.
Finish things by giving
Like
Sister
research.
all of the movement
Oh yeah, definitely that. We will get some more covert movement
until the
mobility.
game literally breaks.
I don't think that much now. Although, I guess maybe after the end of the LP, I could reload the save before the final missions and just sit there running the covert rig over and over. Just see if there is, in fact, a limit.
I mean, I don't think you're going to do that just because you're going to forget.
I mean, you know, fair. But, oh man, I can't remember which one it is. There's a dude on YouTube that videos I watch every once in a while, and he's like, is there a limit to this? Let's find out. And then, you know,
We will
smash
begin
cut to
covert action
just somebody
immediately, Commander.
doing something ad nauseum for like 24 hours just to see if the game will handle it.
You've described a lot of people.
Signals coming
Oh,
through clear.
okay.
And maybe
Well, then.
someone will know specifically who that is.
Yeah, well then, fuck you, YouTube guy. You're not special. Says Guava Moment.
Everyone's special.
Noted YouTube guy, Guava Moment.
Yes, noted. Very much. I've uploaded how many videos in the past decade
Oh, yeah.
related to video games? Like, 1? 2?
Well, I mean, you went through Zachtronics stuff.
Yeah.
Even
That
if
was...
I didn't watch all of those because I didn't really have a taste for it.
Well, you know, within...
Avenger
Okay,
plotting
decade,
new
yes.
course.
Yeah. Although, congratulations on making the world's slowest, like, water combiner thingy.
Water... Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I just remember your videos on Space Chem was like, oh, most people try to do this quickly. Well, I'm going to take 73 billion years to make 1 molecule of water.
Longer than that.
Okay, great.
Much, much longer than that.
I'm going to be really thirsty when that molecule of water is done,
ongoing
then.
efforts, Commander.
Plasma Lance.
Yeah, it's,
Shadow Lance. What is that?
that's the thin peoples. Oh,
Oh,
God.
Reapers.
Outrider.
Oh, okay.
Reaper rifle.
That one that's on screen right now.
Yes, it's for
Okay.
the Reapers. I like that they object to the use of alien technology. Oh, hey. Hey, buddy.
Sweet.
We should probably start cutting you
Although
open.
it had been years since I conducted my last autopsy, I found the process returned to me quite naturally. This subject was perhaps less intimidating because of its similarities to varying reptile species found naturally on Earth. Because of extensive cytogenetic modifications to the subject's chromosomes, this could very well be the only male variant in the entire species.
No, it's dead. I'm done. We're not doing it.
No.
We're getting the suit, though.
We're not. Hey, yeah, this isn't what I was signed up for with my free Canadian healthcare.
Can you give it to Kaifer's Kane?
The suit?
Our inspiration did prove
We
beneficial.
could. We have to go now
Despite
throw
an
the
extensive
research
study
into
of Dr.
proving
Valen's
ground.
research reports, I
And
have
then
yet
build it
to
in the
discover
armor.
how she came to
Well, I think we
acquire
picked up
such
some
an impressive
cores from
understanding
that.
of
Valyrian
the
cores,
processes
yeah.
We
involved
have
in the
materials.
editing and manipulation of alien genetic material.
There isn't much left. Gatekeeper be nice for the end of the game.
Yeah, better Cyamp. Berserker leads to the stim thingies that aren't really good. The Andromedan leads to
I
the
agree.
proximity mod,
That is an
which
important
used to be
task,
really great,
Commander.
and then Jake
Yeah.
Solomon was like, no, fuck you. So there's not a whole lot of research I really care about.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Sad little bolt caster. You're never getting used.
Yeah.
You suck too bad.
Come back when you can equip like weapon mods or get like
More than one shot.
When inspired, our team is actually quite efficient.
I am ready to begin on your order, Commander.
So wouldn't you want to change over to the Shadow Chamber then? Oh no, you want this. Yeah. Finish that.
Yeah. Maybe. No, I think we're just gonna go research things here.
Oh, okay.
We'll get to the Gatekeeper a little bit later.
This creature represents a near-perfect fusion of human and elder DNA. Though remarkable, it appears as if the creature were unfinished. Perhaps why we were able to ultimately defeat it. Still, this can lead me to only one logical conclusion.
We had such hope for you.
I believe we have found our avatar.
I don't even remember killing that thing. That must have been so long ago.
Yeah, when we skulljack the Codex, he appears.
I mean, I know the process. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
actually the
I don't
actual
know.
video.
Yeah. Yeah, so the whole thing about us being like alien genetic glue turns out to be like entirely correct, I guess. Not only are they just like mixing all the other aliens with some human glue DNA to make them pectoidy or, you know, whatever, but they're just, oh, I don't have materials, goddamn. But they're also using humans to become, I guess, like surrogate bodies for elders. I mean, ethereals.
You're gonna get your crystals there in 3 days, but
Alright, just be ready.
oh, one last head nod.
Yeah, just remember not to look at the bottom like 10 pixels.
That's all. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I'm looking at now.
Yep.
And,
Go.
oh,
Hey,
Uh-huh.
guys, hey, I heard you, you killed an ogre.
Loud and clear.
ooh, is Jimmy's gonna show up on every mission?
I mean, well, that depends, because the Advent Trooper was your Jimmy last time. This is
Yeah.
Resistant volunteers, so they wouldn't be
Oh,
Jimmys.
okay.
Hopes
They'd
for
be,
resistance
I don't know,
under your leadership,
Jamies?
Commander. And
Jamies?
you
Okay.
have outdone yourself.
Billy's.
Billy's.
I like
yeah.
Billy's.
Yeah. Me too, because I was recently watching a thing, and there was a like a nonsense question, like quiz thing, and it was these two legendary dragons live in arcades.
The Double Dragons.
Billy
Yeah.
and Jimmy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, that's cool.
You know what? The worst one there is having the black market closed,
Yeah.
because you might actually need that
It's useful.
just to get the preparing for the final mission.
Right. Right now, definitely, yeah. The last time I let it close, I didn't realize that you had to go find it and scan it again.
Oh yeah, you don't need that.
Yeah. I probably don't even need ballistics modeling. I think I finished all the weapons research in the game.
That sounds correct.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take it off, I guess. I mean, I got a couple of key critical ones, like, tactical analysis is an amazing ability. Vulture was actually pretty great. I didn't realize
Between the
quite what it
eyes.
was. Between the eyes just makes you just mulch like lost.
followers will
But
obey.
the other ones, you know, not the best. But we got what we needed. Hey!
Ooh, nice.
Hey!
Always fun to have around.
Ah, yeah. I'm a little sad you can't make it do like 9 waypoint bullshit like the original one, but you know.
Or some clever video editing. You can do like 30 waypoints.
Like, what the fuck? It went off the map and came back.
It's hard. Something we haven't tried before. You up for it, Commander?
Oh man. You know, if there's one feature from your LP that I wish could be modded into XCom, it would be the slow-mo bullshit cam.
Do you know anybody who can mod XCom?
I don't.
Of course
but-
you do. Sup Super.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, he can mod original XCOM, yeah.
I'm sure he can figure that one out.
Sub Super, the whole reason Open XCOM, a free XCOM original Julian Gollop style XCOM thing. Fellow goon and great dude. You know, if you want to play the original, like 16-bit XCOM, Open XCOM.
And in some ways directly responsible for X-Pirates.
I believe in pretty much every way, because how would they have done that without Open XCOM to?
So, do we thank him or blame him?
I mean,
is the question.
Understood, Commander. My followers will appreciate the support of your soldiers.
I mean, I appreciated OpenXCom. It was fun because I got to play tested for them. I discovered at least 3
Strategic resource located.
glaring errors or problems with OpenXCom. And not by OpenXCom, I mean both like actual Julian Golub XCOM in some of the cases.
I did that once for, what was that, Police Knots. I was beta testing something for Slow Beef.
Nice.
Found a bug, and it turned out to be one in the original game, and then they still fixed it.
That's right. That was a Japanese thing that Slow Beef translated, right?
Yeah, he helped to translate.
Right. I found that the Sky Ranger actually has a voxel gap in the front of it, so that the Sky Ranger does not actually fully enclose and protect your soldiers from all directions except for the off ramp.
Okay. I'm sure that, yeah, I would believe you.
Mm-hmm.
There was always that one place sometimes you sometimes you think you see an enemy from outside and you're like, you're inside the ship. No, it's like, how does that work?
It's because there's a slight voxel hole on the top of the Sky Ranger.
Yeah, that makes sense.
An ethereal floated up to the 3rd Z level and then shot into it. I also had several men spawn inside the walls of Cydonia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
Like your own guys.
Yes. My soldiers, like when you go through the pyramid, they ended up in the walls, and it was not great.
That's probably if you have just too many people getting through that mission.
Yeah, I think that was it.
And there's nowhere else for them to spawn.
Yep. Also, I found out, don't under any circumstances mind control a chrysalid, attack an alien, turn it into a zombie, and then keep attacking that zombie over and over and over until the chrysalid is out of time units.
Okay, what happens?
It breaks your game.
Oh, okay.
I don't know exactly what happened, but the game was not happy with the idea that this zombie had been zombified like 13 times in one turn. So I assume it's like, oh, turns ended, I'm a zombie, I should, hatch or behave as a zombie or something. And then it had an internal conflict with itself with the 13 other times it had been zombified.
It won't be easy, but I think it's the only option we have at this point.
Agreed. We must inform the commander immediately.
Go right ahead.
Commander? Central, the Shadow Chamber has completed its analysis of the Avatar's DNA. It has identified the genetic sequence necessary to travel through the Psionic Gate.
Perfect. We can finally shut this Avatar project down for good.
However, the gate requires more than a mere transmission of genetic data.
The sequence has to be part of a live subject. The key only works in lockstep with the signal.
We don't have time to find another one of those things, let alone capture it.
No. That part we can handle. We make our own.
You're serious?
Quite. Though the specimen before us is damaged beyond repair, it has provided us with its complete genetic blueprint. We already possess an unaltered avatar template from the Forge facility. That, combined with the genetic material we recovered at the Black Site, should allow us to replicate the procedure here.
So, what's the catch?
Yes, that. Without an elder consciousness driving it, the new avatar would remain as lifeless as the one before us. While I can develop its body, I cannot create the mind to drive it.
But I can, in a way, by manipulating the new avatar via the psionic network.
You want to operate one of these things? By remote control?
Not exactly. And definitely not me.
Interfacing directly with their network would cause severe, if not fatal, trauma to an unprepared central nervous system. As it stands, we only know of one individual who has survived that kind of ordeal.
That was different. The stasis suit.
Created the perfect interface to the network, one tailored to your specific biology, Commander. Of any human candidate, you are the most likely to survive the connection.
Most likely is not good enough, Doctor.
It is the only answer I can give you, and our only option to traverse the alien portal.
We need to come up with a game plan before we charge through the enemy's front door. Which will give you some time to think about this, Commander.
Well, that sounds like a great plan.
The specimen
Hey, you skip ahead to 15 or 1452 if you want to skip that cutscene. Or just go to the chapters. I'm sure Jadestar will edit in the chapters down below, so you can go right to here.
Why did I ever do that? I mean, I could, honestly, but I've never actually looked at it.
But you
hard
won't.
enough to make
You
those things.
totally won't.
Also, I just want to, the Chrysalid story reminded me to also thank Soup Super's partner, Warboy, who did a lot of the fixing of glitches and problems I caused in
Priority
XCom.
message for the commander coming through on a secure channel, sir.
On screen.
Sir, it's coming from the Advent Network Tower.
You heard me. He's taking a big risk contacting us like this.
Hello, Commander. You and your crew are to be commended. Your efforts in rebuilding the Resistance network and uncovering the truth about the Avatar project have been admirable. I only wish I had better news to report.
When does he ever?
Advent is not taking the death of an elder lightly, and in turn have greatly accelerated the final stages of their Avatar project. A plan is now in place for the rapid processing of all non-essential human life, to begin immediately. Very soon, Advent's speaker will announce a breakthrough in gene therapy, a final treatment for the human condition. Billions will flock to gene therapy clinics across the globe. They will never return. I have managed to secure tactical data and access codes to the Advent Network Tower. The speaker's address will be broadcast live to a global audience via this facility. The whole of Advent's network will be listening. It is this hubris that we must use against them. The information I am sending you should allow Dr. Taigen and Chief Engineer Shen to take control of the transmission and disrupt their entire network from within. Though my hope is that this disruption will confuse the enemy's forces long enough to allow your final assault a chance of success, I ask one more thing of you. Take what you have learned. Let the world know what is happening here. Wake them up. Broadcast the truth before there is no one left to listen. It seems we are both out of time. Farewell, Commander.
New objective added.
Rip that buttery smooth voice.
We're ready to move when you are, Commander. I've updated our objectives based on the latest information.
I would pour one out for him, but I was going to be drinking a Cantabirto Cerveza, but then I'd look carefully and it has grapefruit, and I'm old and I take medication and I can't have grapefruit.
Once we control the network tower, we can finally show the world what the aliens are doing.
Medication. It's very silly.
No turning back.
I don't know what it is
after
about
this.
grapefruit.
And I have no other cold beers.
Rip.
Damn it.
I'm drinking hot tea because I already had my daily quota of root beer today. Because we're recording this right after the Super Bowl. So, you know what? I probably don't post this soon enough for that to matter. But we'll just say somebody won. We don't know who. One of the Kelsey brothers probably won.
Go team.
Yeah.
Go Hand Egg. First play of I actually watched a bit of that. First play, the kick it through the end zone, and my wife says, "Oh, so that's a single point, right?"
Oh God, CFL rules.
I'm like, no, I'm not even going to explain. Just no.
So the last mission is kind of cool, and there's this spend intel to get bonus mechanic, which is actually really kind of cool.
Our research is progressing as
and
expected.
I feel like they should have used it elsewhere throughout the game. Like the whole idea of being a guerrilla operation, like going in
Once we have something
undermanned, but
I'll
using
notify you
elements of
immediately.
surprise or logistics or stealth. Seems like a mechanic that could have worked into the whole of the game somewhere. So it's really weird that it shows up this one time, and it's a cool idea. But it also would have greatly increased the demand for your intel. Like, it's hard enough just getting enough intel to cover the map and contact everybody, let alone having, I don't know, 25 for dark events or an extra 25 a mission for a bonus. But, you know, you could solve that with balancing. I think that was a cool idea. I wish it had shown up elsewhere in the game and been cool, and everywhere else. It could have been a cool thing.
I'm almost 100% positive you said that last time we did this. But you're still right.
Yeah.
Would have
Well,
been nice.
it's been like 4 or 5 years since the last.
Oh, it's been a long time, yeah.
Yeah. You expect me to remember anything like that?
No.
Yeah, good. No.
Like, I didn't expect you to remember when we killed that Avatar. That was like only a couple months ago.
I mean, I can't remember it specifically, but you know, I'm sure we jacked a Nexus or a Codicii thingy,
Covert is our specialty.
and then an Avatar popped
Let's
out.
just
I
hope
probably
your
did it
people
at
keep
an
up.
incredibly inopportune time as well, just knowing
As
how
you
I've done
do.
everything. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn, I wish we could get a close-up look of your head wall.
Yeah.
It's all filled out now.
Yeah. So fun thing about avatars, though, if you stall the game out long enough, like if I just didn't go on the plot missions at this point, they start just showing up in alien pods. And they're super rude about that.
I don't think I've ever quite seen that. You have to be seriously dragging things out to get to that point, I would imagine.
Probably. I don't know the timetables for it, but I've definitely done that before.
Even if you want to do nothing but like train up another psionic magi, that's only a few months. You could just ignore everything and just go straight for it.
Our inspiration did prove beneficial.
So I was just killing a little bit of time to break this avatar or Advent datapad to get some intel to spend on the bonus for the last mission because I thought, why not? I might as well. It's a cool mechanic. I didn't want to just completely
I had
ignore
assumed
it.
you'd make that research
Have you had
priority, Commander.
back-to-back
I'll
+1
notify you
damages
as
to
soon as the
pistols
report is available.
with a ring and then from research? You
Yes.
clicked through it quick, I don't know, but you know, that would be pretty cool.
So I figured I'd go for crit chance. I think that's my selection.
Commander, once we move on the Advent Network Tower, it's all or nothing. We won't have time to advance our research or deal with the wounded. We should only deploy once we're fully prepared.
So B team goes in for this one?
No, not exactly.
Setting course for the Western
Okay.
European Ward.
I mean, come on. When do I ever get like people wounded on my missions?
Commander, due to conditions in the field, we'll only be able to send limited personnel on this deployment.
I thought one of those
We're
intel
going to
things was to get
infiltrate
more
the
people in
Advent
this mission
Network
as well.
Tower. We'll have to use a smaller squad.
Oh shit, was it?
Try to draw less attention to ourselves than we already do.
Feels like there might have been one, but whatever.
So this is the team I decided to go with because I felt like this was going to be like more of an infiltration mission. I definitely wanted a Reaper. Mox is the mobility build, and of all people, I figured I'd use one of my psionics for just the sheer amount of abilities, and specifically the mind control to try to turn the numbers advantages in our favor.
deployment.
Definitely.
Once things get loud.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Mind control guy, you've just increased your power.
Commander,
Yeah.
it's time we put Advent down for the count. This will be a two-pronged assault. First, we hack the heart of the Advent Tower and disrupt their network before the speaker finishes his latest broadcast. Shen's cooking up a little surprise for them that should more than get their attention. With Advent in an uproar, we'll access the portal and take the fight to their front door. All goes well, they won't even see us coming. It's risky, but it's the best shot we'll get. Once we start this, there's no turning back. Move to infiltrate the network tower. Locate the access point and hack in to seize the broadcast signal.
So I went into this a little weary because it's been a long time since we had such small squad sizes.
Oh yeah, you don't have a specialist. That's not perfectly ideal.
In what sense?
Well, you can't hack the thing from a
Where you
distance.
tell me.
Yeah, fair. But I mean, I can hack the thing from up close with any of them, and one of my people is very stealthy at getting good things and then hacking. But here was essentially exactly what I didn't want to run into. This is actually
3
two pods.
Archons? Oh.
I mean, it's 2 pods of actually 2. There's a second Archon on the roof. I just can't see it right now, so I think at this moment, I think it's a single. It's not.
I must run.
You know, every time you get into combat, like especially for like the last several missions, it's been, you know, I have
Location
6
confirmed.
people, they have maybe 3 or 4 active at a time, and you always want your numbers advantage. So here it feels very weird playing from behind, and also because Outriders and Reaper don't want her to stay hidden, so it limits my ability to, you know, open fire with her if I want to keep Shadow. But having her as a forward scout is great, because I know exactly how far I can move up before I trigger a group.
Now, for your one guy you want to mind control, Archon's not a bad pick. Is there anything you're waiting for specifically?
Not really. Archon might be my only pick, because the thing with it is, of course, robotic, and thus not applicable.
I know where you are.
Mutons aren't bad, but there's not one here. And also mutons are a bit easier. They have less willpower because they're big dumbs. So I had hoped that that move would only trigger the ones on the roof. So I have immediately put myself kind of behind where I wanted to be. I wanted to trigger the 2 on the roof, maybe have them come forward, shoot them from where I was on my side of the bridge without the Xbox and the Archon activating and coming forward.
So there's a risk that this guy reveals more pods if you mind control him.
Yeah, which I don't.
Shot failed to connect.
This is not good. So that's a complete waste of the turn. He will get the chance to mind control something else in 5 turns, but that does not help me out right now. This fight is going to be over well before 5 turns are up, so I'm not looking forward to this.
That's a free attack, yeah, okay.
Yeah. And I thought it would do double because Sentinels are robotics. It doesn't actually seem to do extra damage. But I really want to deal with this guy, because they almost always do that Shadowbind thing, which would take one of my people out of the action. Also, I
whoops
myself.
Yeah,
I mean, she was probably going to have to go loud this turn anyway, but...
Oh, but Whiplash will kill it now.
Yeah. Well, no, it won't, because it's not going to double damage.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. In fact, it critted for no additional damage. It said it was going to do 6, and then it did 6. Oh, the crit. But it's fine.
Their casualties grow.
So yeah, I really wanted him dead so he didn't Shadowbind Mox or Outrider, because then it would be 2 on 4, actually it'd be 2 on 5, and that could just fucking hardwall me, and this could be a failure right then and there if that happened.
Okay, Vanish is not a bad idea because it's a guaranteed kill essentially. I'm not going to do the math, but odds are real good you kill something.
Yeah, odds are good. It's absolutely not a guarantee because it's not 100% on any given shot. Also, this confused me. There are apparently very large explosives under the bridge. So I don't know what it's aiming at, but look at the size of this detonation range. What is this bridge made out of?
Explodium.
Why are there like 8 hardpoints under the bridge that all have enormous explosions? Oh man, I wonder if I still have autosave. Because I'd want to go back there and then, you know, when I'm not standing on it, explode this thing to see what the hell happens. Like, I was genuinely curious, like, if I shoot one of these, does the entire bridge explode and go away? Because if it does, how do I complete the mission? There's a gap. And,
well, I wouldn't think the whole bridge explodes.
Yeah. And as you said, Banish is the solution here. Eventually.
Yep.
Hold on.
Jake, here there you go.
There we go. 2. Okay. And just one more hit, we'll finish him off.
Yeah, usually it goes a lot faster than this.
Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, there we go.
When you're ready, okay.
Yep. There we go.
What we are looking for?
We got him.
For the Reapers!
So, I've kind of dug myself out of the situation here. We missed the domination, which sucks. But we don't have to worry about getting Shadowbind, and with tactical analysis, these 2 Archons will protect. So it's not terrible. You just overwatch. Now, the other question I had while playing this is, will those blazing pinions set off whatever gigantic bomb is under this bridge?
I can tell you, mind controlling that Archon will not remove the blazing pinions. They'll still come down.
Oh, this.
What?
I don't know.
Happened?
Okay, so...
Okay.
Oh, I think I got it. Okay. So I did Retribution or Justice or whatever, the grapple to them and slash them thing, right?
Yes.
So that did 10 damage.
Yes.
The Archon was on Overwatch, so he shot at Mox. Mox has lightning reflexes. He dodged that. he was adjacent to Mox and took an action, which then procced Blade Storm.
Okay, yep. That sounds about right.
But it all happens in a very, like, minimal window where it doesn't, like, show exactly what's going on.
I'm surprised that the game handled it that gracefully.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
if it did everything correctly.
Yeah, it did everything mechanically correctly. It was just hard for the player to figure out what just happened, because it kind of just looks like Mox flew up to him, the Archon died from multiple hits. I'm like, how did Mox land multiple hits?
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there was a hit and then saw lightning reflexes and then another hit, so that gives you the hint that Blade Storm's involved somehow.
Yeah. Going through my options here, just because the chance to hit him with the weapon is not particularly great while he's way up there. So I'm just going to take the guaranteed damage from somewhere.
Perhaps insanity even.
I considered it
a lucky status effect on it.
It wasn't a guaranteed hit, and it was less damage, and it's not even a guaranteed status effect.
Volk says I am to obey.
I think it would be the only thing that has a chance to completely lock it down for the next turn, though.
Right.
Oh, you still had... Okay. If she still had a turn, then alright.
Okay.
Return to your gods.
Yeah, if I didn't have the extra action there on Outrider, I might have just stasis the...
Something blew up?
I mean, everything blew up because the pinions hit the explosives under the bridge.
Alright.
Because it took out a bit of that building, it took out Jones's cover.
It's time to focus.
Everything went away.
I am reloading.
Is it too gamey to just sit here for 3 turns while Domination comes back?
I mean, you absolutely could. There's no time pressure on you in this mission, as far as I'm aware. So you could do that. I'm not going to. Like,
okay.
I have to be entertaining here. I'm not like just editing my LP while I just sit in the corner and press end turn 3 times.
I'm okay with this move.
Yeah, remote start, real great. Also doesn't reveal the Reaper.
And you actually shot a visible target.
Yeah. So, on fire, down 12 out of their 20 HP is a real good start. I maybe shouldn't have done that because I spent one of Mox's actions reloading this turn. That would have been a much better thing to do at start of a fresh turn because Jones also sprinted. So I didn't do that at the start of my turn like I really thought. But with the crit there, Matt kill, there's one Archon with 1 action point. There's not a whole lot it's going to be able to do.
Okay, taking a crap shot was...
Fire on my position.
The Archon had better options.
Actually it really didn't, because it only had 1 action point, remember?
Okay.
I'm going.
Well, tactical analysis, it had 1 AP.
It couldn't do blazing pinions or anything?
Oh, it could have, but that's a waste of its turn. It's not the last one, come on. Oh, I forgot he does this. This Archon does the worm, but in air.
Yeah. Nice.
Hold on. Just, he's still going. Still wiggling. Oh, okay, now he's stationary.
Ah, that wall that blew up is still partially there. Doesn't know how to deal with it.
It's just chilling out midair. Just laying there on nothing.
Oh, you got a straight shot to the hacky device.
Yeah.
You don't have to cross back and forth a bunch of times. Just got a lucky layout.
I need to reload.
It seems like the map was pretty simple. It's like the HQ building at one end that's double wide, and then like a series of like 2x3 nodes with
They didn't put a whole lot of
bridges
effort
between
into
them, and depending on how those
disguising
bridges
alien
connect,
The
make your
design
path to
may be a
the
function of
objective.
the network itself. The amount of psionic energy filtered through that system is beyond measure.
On the move!
you remember how many there were at the start of this mission? I wanted to say 9.
Yeah, Shadow Chamber said 9.
Okay.
And
So there's like one pot of 3 left somewhere.
yeah, because we've dealt with 6.
A confident approach.
So you could so if it's 3 on 3, you could pretty quickly turn that into 4 on 2 just by dominating one.
Yeah.
Or you could just go win, almost win the mission.
Yeah.
I'll watch closely.
It would be nice if someone would hear something. No? Okay.
No. So you might remember this mission apparently a little bit better than I did, judging by your previous statement there.
Okay, yeah.
Volk says I am to obey.
You'll see what I do, and I'll explain why I do it. But
okay.
you are correct. I could probably just win the mission. Like I could have won the mission on this turn.
Like I don't think you have to evac or have reinforcements coming. I think it might just be hit the button and win.
Yeah. So it is.
Yeah.
And I really thought it was going to be hit the button and hold out for a few turns.
Target in range. Move to hack the command console.
So yeah, at this point, like Mox can triple move. At any point, I could have moved somebody up to. Oh, excuse me, Don. I could have moved anybody up to the console and hit it. Excuse me, pour myself a little glass of water here.
Seems doable.
I would if I didn't have only grapefruit beer.
Oh, it's still hot. Excellent.
My propensity for strange beers has fucked me this one time. Damn it.
So I heard the audio cues. I figure, like, as soon as I hit that button, there's going to be an alarm, an alert or something, and that pod is going to come down on me. And I'm like, okay, they've got to be over in that room. But
order confirmed.
I looked, and then there's just like nothing. Like, where are the last aliens on this level?
Are they above you?
Yes.
Okay.
They are moving.
Yeah, they're definitely above you. Oh yeah, up here.
Yeah. Oh, and then I think I take a moment to admire the skybox being completely absent of anything except for that like one building over there, and being like, huh, there's not even ground down there.
Just fog.
Yeah.
It's so simple to render. Yeah, move there.
Stepping off.
And then just click the button.
Well, that was his turn. He can't click the button.
Oh,
There's no AP left. So I'm thinking, okay, there's the ladder. If they're going to come down on me, they're going to come down into that room.
Yes, Commander.
Gotta be ready for this. I don't need to be ready for this. So this is actually a mechanic that comes up a lot in a different game that I play, and I might be LPing in the near future, where all you need to do is accomplish like the very literal letter of the mission objective, and then the map is instantaneously over. And
is that what they do in Crackdown?
Crackdown?
Or Prototype?
God damn it.
There it is.
No. And so,
if you don't know, Jadesar has a completed LP of Crackdown that's like 15 years old on his hard drive.
It actually might be on his external. It's on my there it is, right there.
He never posted it.
Status confirmed. We have control.
So yeah, the mission is over. Immediately you make the hack. So like all this moving around and being cautious was completely wasted. My bad. So yeah, like in Chaos Gate, that's another thing. Like sometimes there's missions where it just ends immediately upon killing like the objective at the back of the map, and it allows you to essentially make suicide rushes because like, well, I don't have to care about the consequences of next turn because if I win this turn, boom, map's over. So yeah, thought there'd be a holdout section.
Has cleared the perimeter, sir. Meeting limited resistance.
Well done, Doctor.
Yes, it would appear the feedback pulse is having the intended effect.
Shen, status. Did it work?
Advent assures us this breakthrough will be available to all citizens immediately. We go live to the speaker for more.
Fellow citizens, for 20 years we have put our trust in Advent, in the Elders, because we believed a better future is possible for all. Today, that trust, that belief, has been rewarded. Advent peacekeeping forces are traveling across the world, carrying the greatest gift from the Elders. A revolutionary gene therapy, yes, but so much more. This is an end to disease, to decay, to pain. The beginnings of a new tomorrow, available to all of us today. Truly, humanity finally takes its rightful place amongst the stars.
I really like one of the small touches of that cutscene is that you can see the teleprompter lines in the speaker's right last lines.
And it's in English?
Good work out there,
probably
Commander.
not, but
okay.
you know, there's like a script scrolling and you can see it.
Well, that's a cutscene that hits different now. Advent's plan was to have everyone go into the gene therapy, but we now know there's a significant percentage of the population that will refuse life-saving medical procedures, regardless of intent.
Right. Yeah. You know, I was playing The Division 2 at one point with, it's just for fun on stream, and some part about being a heavily armed individual libertarian storming the nation's capital with weapons feels a little different after a certain point in our time.
It's differently.
It's time we go through this gateway of theirs and shut the Avatar project down for
But
good.
next time, very special mission.
Yeah, absolutely.
My most very special beers that I can drink. No grapefruit.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it. I have the best beer of all time. I've been saving
excellent. I have the best root beer of all time.
Okay.
And we will be, I guess we'll be drinking in the Black Omen. So I'll see you next time for a very special episode.
The very special episode, not just a special.
Oh, okay.
The most special episode of all time.
Okay, great. Yes, excellent. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.
And if you want to skip all those cutscenes, just go to right
Jesus
now in the video. Just go to the chapters below. Jade Star will add them in. And I've been Guava Moment.
God damn it.
Add the chapters, but fuck them up.